Hey guys, it's Megan. Welcome back. So it is just a few days away from the 4th of July and I wanted to add a little bit of that festive feel into my house. Sometimes I go all out for 4th of July. This year, I'm just adding a little bit. Recently, I went to Dollar Tree and I found a few things I wanted to DIY a little bit to add that festive 4th of July patriotic feel into my house. So I thought I would share my little DIYs I did. They are super easy, super quick, don't require much at all to pull together. These DIYs will bring that little festive feel to your house for sure. And I'm also going to share two DIYs that ended up kind of being a fail. Well, I say fail because they're definitely not perfect. I'm definitely not super proud of them, but I'm still going to use them in my decor, so I will show you those as well. So for the first DIY, I just took this little hanging piece of wall art that they sell at Dollar Tree. I liked the sayings on each of these, but I just didn't want to use it just straight up hanging on the wall. So I decided to take them apart and I just ripped the ribbon off. It was super easy to do. Next, I just took these little shadow boxes. They had them in a couple different variations. It feels like wood and you can either hang it or just leave it sitting on a counter or something like that, or a shelf. And I decided I wanted to just leave them in that wood color and then take each little piece of that sign and just put it right on top. I thought I grabbed 3 of these, but it turns out I only grabbed 2. So I'm just making 2 of the signs. Then I just put some glue on the corners of it and then stuck the little saying right on top of the box. And it was just that easy and it's so cute. You can set it on shelves, you can set it in a little coffee bar, you can set it all sorts of places. I just love how easy it was, and it totally transformed this thing that you would typically hang on a wall and just upgraded it a little bit. Next, I wanted to make a little wreath. So I took a styrofoam wreath from Dollar Tree and wrapped this ribbon that you get from Dollar Tree. I just kept wrapping it all around it, going about halfway for each time I wrapped it. One wrap didn't make the whole thing, so I glued that and then I took another roll and just finished wrapping the rest. I cut the edge and then I just glued that together so it would stay down. Next, I took this little wall art hanging thing from Dollar Tree as well, and then I took the chain and the star off of it, and I just wanted to have it hanging in the middle of the wreath. I positioned it where I wanted it to go, got some hot glue, and just stuck the top of the chain on both sides, and it became a cute little wreath with a little hanging centerpiece. I love the way this turned out. I think it turned out super cute. I thought I was going to leave that little wreath on that door, but I ended up moving it over to my coffee bar, and it just adds that little festive 4th of July feel over in my coffee bar. Next, I wanted to create another wreath, but this one I wanted to put on my front door. I had this grapevine wreath in my garage, so I decided to go ahead and use it since it was bigger than the Dollar Tree wreaths. I took the same ribbon that I used in the last DIY and I did essentially the same thing. This time though, I gapped the ribbon. I didn't even use any glue on this one. I just tucked the piece of ribbon into the back of the grapevine. Then I started wrapping, leaving the gaps in between. And then when I got to the end, I just went ahead and tucked the piece of ribbon in the back as well. That way I could just reuse this grapevine wreath later on down the road. I also had the matching bow that matches the ribbon, so I wanted to go ahead and just add the bow into it as well. And I just took the little twisty ties that it has on it already and twisted it around some grapevine, and that was it. I just wanted to have something quick and easy to put on my front door and not have to spend much of any money at all. And since I already had the wreath on hand, this only cost me $2 to do. Next, I took this bucket with the twine wrapped around it that I got from Dollar Tree, and I took these flowers that I found at Dollar Tree that were very patriotic looking, and I literally just stuffed them all. I think there were 4 bunches there. Yeah, 4. And I just stuffed them all into the bucket. At first, I had the little foam at the bottom, but I realized if I just bent the end of the stem, it gave me the look that I was going for, and it was that easy. I think one of the easiest ways to add that festive vibe or feeling that you're going for is to just add some flowers, whether they're real or fake, and it just immediately adds that festive feeling to that area that you are jazzing up. I also took this red vase that I found at Dollar Tree and just added some of the Dollar Tree floral to it, some red and some blue, and a little flag, and then I had some little like sparkler looking things on hand, so I stuck that in there as well. I also went ahead and added the vase with the flowers and the little flag up there to the coffee bar. So now my coffee bar just has a little festive feel to it. Love to be festive. You can also add something like that into a bathroom, add a little festive hand towel if you're having guests over, and it just gives that area that feeling that you're going for. And then this is just another example. I'd add some burlap around a Dollar Tree painted vase and another little festive piece. Okay, so here's a DIY that kind of failed. I took this tray that I found at Dollar Tree and I decided I was just going to paint it white with some white chalk paint that I already had on hand. I couldn't find my bigger foam sponge at this time, so I went ahead and just used a makeup sponge this first round. And then I just did a layer of white, let it dry, and then did another coat on it later. After it was all done drying, I took some Mod Podge and put it down right in the middle. And then I took the little flag from Dollar Tree that comes on like a plastic stick, and I cut it off of the plastic stick. And my idea was to Mod Podge the flag down onto the tray and have a little festive tray. I did end up wetting the flag so it was easier to work with, and I let it sit in there for a little while when the paint was drying on the tray. Then I just set the flag down onto the tray and kind of worked out the bubbles. The bubbles getting worked out of this thing was quite difficult, and I had to lift it up and redo it many times. So that is definitely where one of the issues lied, was just the bubble factor. And then I put another coat of Mod Podge over top to seal it in place on the tray. This DIY just didn't end up turning out quite as cute as I thought it was going to be, but you know, I'm still going to use it. Okay, here's my big fail. This was the definite fail, but I'm still using it, and it is right behind me, this little festive pillow. Alan Bear wants to be a part of this video, apparently. Hi bud. You're ruining my video. Thank you for burping. I appreciate it. From a distance, it looks good. It looks fine from a distance. I mean, not great, but okay. But when you get up close, that's where the issue arises. So I made 2 of them. I have them on both sides of my couch. So the plan was this. Take this pack of bandanas, it was a 2-pack from Dollar Tree, and I was going to lay one on top of the other. And then I was going to glue 3 sides together. That way I had one open side to stuff with some pillow stuffing. And then once I put the pillow stuffing inside, I was going to glue down the 4th side. And the first time I used E6000 glue, and as you can see, it bled through. So yeah, let me preface this by saying I don't know how to sew. I wasn't going to try and sew for this. I tried again because, you know, never give up. And I decided maybe if I used hot glue, it would work out better. It worked a little bit better, but you can still see the like beads of hot glue because the fabric's so thin. Also, the bandanas are a little bit different in size, so you have a little bit of like overlapping, and I just wasn't getting all that like crazy and specific with it because I knew it was kind of already fail. So I was like, well, all right, I'm just gonna do the best that I can with it. But I think if you know how to sew, this could obviously be a way easier DIY. I mean, I don't think it's like the worst thing I've ever done. Overall, I feel like this was just like a halfway fail. I'm gonna go ahead and keep them out on my couch though for 4th of July because I at least tried, and they're, you know, I tried my best. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out these easy DIYs and just the little ideas to add some of that festive feeling into your house. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you're new, I would love to have you subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.